What does love mean to you? How would you define love?
Love.
Love is sex.
It's the most powerful emotion that we experience as human beings.
It's something that when you feel it, you know that you are feeling it. 生きていく上で大事なもの。
Cool. I think it's about giving something and losing something.
I wouldn't know because I've never felt it. First thing you think of when you wake up in the morning, last thing you think of before you go to bed.
Would you go out with someone from a different country, a foreigner?
Absolutely.
No way.
Maybe.
Yes.
How about Japanese?
I wouldn't mind.
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, I like Japanese person.
Yes, yeah, I'm open to, it's whoever you meet, I suppose, isn't it?
We've been living long distance for most of our relationship. We feel absolutely connected spiritually, emotionally. I'm very open about my feelings, and I feel like I definitely need to let the other person know how I feel. Japanese people in general don't do that. I think what really saved us is that she learned how to talk to me, and I in turn learned how to talk to her and learned how to be more patient. We talk every single day for at least, I would say, 30 minutes.
He calls me once or twice with his phone card.
I gave her the figure of how much I've spent on phone cards over the past 4 years.
On weekends, we Skype probably twice a day.
We have the technology to be able to speak every single day, and I think, honestly, that's probably what's kept us together so far.
The first time I met my wife's parents, it was a holiday. It was a bit odd because I knew from my wife that they weren't too enthusiastic about having a British guy as a potential son-in-law or even a boyfriend.
They thought Andy was a very nice person, but they still didn't like the idea their daughter is going out with a non-Japanese person. First, I didn't mention we got married. At the beginning, I hid it about half a year. They didn't like you doing washing up without rinsing. Because we got different cultural background, some things we can't understand each other. We can't understand why they are thinking like that.
We don't tend to irritate each other that much.
We do.
We both miss home if we're in each other's foreign countries, so that's kind of could be a big barrier, I guess. But because we do love each other, I mean, especially for you, I think, because you stay in this country even when you don't really want to.
I miss Japan a lot. I miss Japanese the people in Japan. I left like my parents and my good friends, and Japanese food or Japanese landscapes. I miss lots about Japan.
I went to one of the international party in Sankenjaya. There must be about more than 100 people there, but we managed to find each other somehow.
And we've been married for 14 years now, and we have 3 children. We agreed that one of the things we wanted for our kids was to make sure they grew up with the 2 cultures and the 2 languages.
I am Janet, and I'm 6 years old, and I'm a twin. フリップス・ユニスです。6歳です。双子です。
There's really only one way, in my opinion, that you can do that, which is you have to go spend time in both countries. Well, which path are we going to follow? We're going to follow the Japanese path, we're going to follow the British path. Another tough call, but I think the decision we've made is to follow the British path. So that's why I'm back here in England, that's why I've just started a new job, and when that settled down, the reverse of what happened a couple of years ago, then the family will come back over. So we will be apart for a little while, but not too long. So diaspora was a word I was reading about recently, and I was thinking that may apply to our family possibly. And it's a problem we have as a bicultural couple, because she loves England and I love Japan dearly, and we've got friends, we've got relatives in both countries. So wherever we live, we're going to miss the other set. Our philosophy has been to give our kids the tools they need to follow their lives, especially in these days of globalisation, internationalisation. They could end up in Japan, they could end up in the UK, they may end up somewhere else internationally, and I don't know right now what that's going to be.
Wake, butterfly, it's late, we've miles to go together. My name's Naomi Kashiwagi, I'm an artist. My dad's Japanese, he comes from a small town called Tottori in Japan, and my mum's from Bolton in Lancashire. I use a lot of obsolete technologies within my work and try to find alternative uses beyond their potential and intended uses. So I tend to bring two disparate things together. Well, say for example the gramophone performance. That's taking an idea when I'm using gramophones as modern turntables and DJing with them. So there's, that kind of association, but at the same time, the way that I do things, it's quite ritualistic, and it kind of reminds me of things like the tea ceremony or ikebana and other things where there's this idea of ritual in like very simple, very like beautiful ways of doing things. I always try to find some kind of connection between things that really don't seem to connect. So I think that is to do with the two cultures.